Has cricket cursed South Asia? Nearly 2 billion people, 26% of the world's population. And at the last Olympics, we won 7 medals. Less than 1% of the total. Less than 1%. 26% of humanity. 1% of Olympic medals. Has cricket cursed us? Or were we manipulated into believing that cricket's billions are a greater achievement than an Olympic medal? 8 countries. Let us check their story, one at a time. India, 1.4 billion people. The country that controls 60% of global cricket revenue. The IPL alone is worth $18.5 billion. Are we in the race to be the richest cricket league in the world? Or are we in the race to be a top sporting nation? At the Paris Olympics, 70 countries won more medals than us. Isn't that mind-boggling? 260 of our athletes tested positive for doping in domestic competitions. Not even at the international level, we are doping in games nobody is watching and still cannot win when it actually matters. Neeraj won gold in Tokyo, and we celebrated like never before. But were we happy when Nadeem won gold for our region in Paris? And just last week, we won a Thomas Cup bronze in badminton, a world-level achievement. Our own players had to go on social media to ask, does anyone care? Did you know? Did you care? 1.4 billion people. And the only dream we sell our children has a bat and a ball in it. Pakistan, 259 million people, the 5th largest population on earth. We once dominated 2 completely different sports at the same time. Field hockey, 3 Olympic gold medals, 4 World Cups, the greatest hockey nation on earth. And squash, Jahangir Khan, unbeaten for 555 consecutive matches, a Guinness World Record in any sport, ever. Then came Jansher Khan, 2 world dominators, back to back, from the same country. And in cricket, the 1992 World Cup, the 2009 T20 World Cup, a generation of all-time greats that the whole world feared and loved. And then something happened. Today, Pakistan cannot qualify for the last 2 Hockey World Cups. Ranked 18th in the world, our squash pipeline dried up completely. After Jahangir and Jansher, not one world-class player since. 32 years without an Olympic medal. Until Arshad Nadeem threw a javelin 92.97 meters in Paris and broke the Olympic record entirely on his own, despite the system. Not because of it. 259 million people, 3 world-beating sporting traditions, all abandoned. Where did all the attention go? I think you already know the answer. Sri Lanka, 5 World Cup finals, 2 world titles. Cricket gave 22 million people something to believe in. And then it betrayed us. The board had one job. Guess what they chose? Corruption. The National Olympic Committee spent 53 million rupees on athlete scholarships, and not one recipient made it to the Paris Olympics. Not one. In the 90s, we had a few athletes delivering medals at every Asian Games. Susantika Jayasinghe won us an Olympic medal in Sydney. Today, we are watching Rumesh Pathraj hitting 89 meters in javelin. And let us really hope he shows up when it truly matters. And yet, we keep saying, we are too small for international sport. But look at the courage of our rugby players. Squash, badminton, table tennis, sports we are built for. Imagine if even a fraction of cricket's money and madness went there instead. Today, more Sri Lankans go to a rugby match, a football game, or even a softball cricket match than a domestic cricket game, the sport that took everything from this country, cannot even beat its own casual cousin at the gate. 22 million people. 1 Olympic medal in 25 years. That is not bad luck. That is a choice we keep making. Bangladesh. 170 million people. We produced Niaz Morshed, the first chess grandmaster in all of South Asia. Before India. Before anyone. 1987. And then we just left him there. No investment, no next generation, nothing. Football was our game for 30 years after independence. Then cricket arrived and slowly ate everything alive. We went to 11 Olympics. 11. And we have not won a single medal. Not one. We are the most populous country in the world, without a single Olympic medal in history. 170 million people. And San Marino, a tiny little country of 33,000 people, has Olympic medals. Let that sink in. But here is the beautiful irony. Cricket is entering the LA Olympics, and suddenly we have hope. The only chance we have at our first ever Olympic medal is the sport that made us forget every other sport existed. You really cannot make this up. Afghanistan, 45 million people, a country that has known nothing but war for over 40 years. We learned cricket in refugee camps, no grounds, no coaches, just a ball, and an extraordinary will. And we made it to a World Cup semi-final. Rohula Nikpae won us 2 Olympic bronze medals in Taekwondo, back to back, Beijing and London. In Paris, our female athletes competed under the IOC flag because the Taliban would not recognize them as Afghan representatives. We know how the cricket business almost destroyed other sports in some of our dear neighbors. Let us not make that same mistake. If we can make it in cricket, we can make it in any sport. Nepal, 30 million people, home to 8 of the world's 14 highest mountains. Tenzin Lama Sherpa climbed all 14 of the world's 8,000ers in just 92 days, a Guinness World Record. Imagine if that was an Olympic sport. We have the most extraordinary high-altitude bodies on Earth. Has anyone thought about distance running, endurance sports, anything? 15 Olympics, not a single medal, and 70% of every sports rupee goes to cricket. Are we the next country falling into the cricket business trap? Because we might have real potential in so many other sports too. Maldives, 500,000 people, surrounded by water on every side. And our biggest international sporting achievement is winning the Cricket Emerging Nations Cup in 2005 and 2006. 10 Olympics, not a single medal. We send cricketers to Australia for training, but our swimmers, sailors, and open water athletes have to fight their own way. If San Marino can win Olympic medals with 33,000 people, so can we. Bhutan, less than 1 million people, the one country in South Asia that said no to cricket and kept its own sporting soul. Archery is our national sport, our identity, our culture. No Olympic medal, but also no cricket curse. We have seen what cricket did to our neighbors. Let us focus on the sports we might actually be good at. Cricket can have its place, just not a special one. Do you still love what cricket has become? Somewhere along the way, it stopped just being a sport we loved. It started consuming every other sport around it. Money, the attention. 26% of the world's population, less than 1% of Olympic medals. If you had a choice, as a region, would you choose to be the region that wins Olympic medals across many sports, or the region that owns the largest sporting franchise in a single sport? I am Kavya Nasreen Fernando. Let me know what you think.